So much to talk about. We had the earlier game as well. Calvin Phillips' nightmare continues as he gives away a penalty. But what did you think of that performance from the referee? Shocking from VAR. Amount of times we have to end up talking about it is a joke. 03 717 22 33 44. All right, Gabby.
No, mate, I'm not. You know, my heart's pounding here watching the West Midlands derby.
Yeah,
I try to take my eyes off it, but some of the... Jamie, let's start, please, with Burnley sending off is the worst decision I've ever seen. The worst decision. The player was confused. Vincent Kompany normally keeps his composure. Yeah, he couldn't help himself. And we wonder why, like, players and managers and assistant managers go off at referees and wanna like scream at referees. How is that a penalty?
I know. It's one of the worst decisions I've seen.
How is that a penalty? VAR have looked at it. Jamie, if me and you was in VAR watching, I'm sorry to say it, ex-players, no ex-player looks at that and says, that's a penalty.
No.
They'll be like, you know what, ref, you got it wrong, but we're here to help. Never a penalty. Start again. Burnley free kick.
Yeah.
Never a penalty.
Yeah, I know.
And what karma for Chelsea is that, like, Burnley, outstanding with 10 men since the 40th minute, being down to 10 men, and should have won the game, the chances that they had. Yeah. Rodriguez header, but, like, fair play to them Burnley players, you know. They could have crumbled going down to 10 men, but they didn't stop fighting, and they deserve something out of that game. Disgraceful.
Yeah, they still.
Disgraceful, Jamie.
I know.
It's a disgraceful red card.
I walked in, and the first thing Gabby said to me, he went, "Have you seen the decisions in the Newcastle game?" I was like, "No." So I've had to get them up and watch them because I was getting the training. And honestly, they're just as bad.
Oh yeah,
awful decision.
Terrible.
What is going on with referees and VAR? Are they absolute numpties working at these places?
It's like it's free advertisement. Like let's make it awful. But the Burnley giving a penalty to Chelsea against Burnley is a disgrace. And I want to hear Vincent Kompany after the game. I really want to hear him.
Yeah.
Because he must be like thinking, I can't keep my composure here.
Yeah.
You're losing your mind. You're fighting for your life down the bottom. Your team's putting in a good performance, and they give you a penalty. Oh, sorry, mate.
Yeah, it's bad. Look, loads to talk about. We will talk about them decisions. Let's go to Simon. He's a Burnley fan. He's phoned us up straight away.
Wow.
All right, Si.
Good evening, Simon.
Evening, Jamie. Evening, Gabby. How are we getting on?
Yeah, good, Si. I mean, look, felt for you, and I thought you was going to fall apart. But I tell you what, massive performance from the players, and probably deserved to win the game.
Yeah, I'm not going to get too much into the VAR because it sounds like I sound like a broken record on here this season, but it is just our season with VAR. And like you say, Kompany to lose his rag like that was, but just result-wise, I don't know, lads. I think I'm daring to dream. I mean, unbeaten in 3. Muric has completely changed the side since he's come in last game. Some of the saves he made in today's game.
It took you too long to make that change, though, innit, Si, with the keeper?
Yeah, Trafford was poor.
Far too long. I think the situation is we spent a lot of money on him, and I think Kompany. The fans have been calling for it for a while, and I think he's left it as long as he possibly can. But I think he had to accept that he's going to lose a little bit of face with that because it did take too long. And now with Muric back between the sticks, great goal for Cullen. First ever goal.
Great goal.
And we could have won with the veteran J-Rod at the end there. Honestly, I wish Jason was on. I really do.
Yeah.
But, I'm daring to dream. Also, results went forwards as well. You know.
Yeah.
With Everton, with Luton, Sheffield United, Fulham come back.
Tell you what, Si, you're still in it. I mean, I thought you were dead and buried. I have to be honest. You know, like Sheffield United, they could have won today, and they throw it away. Shambles from them as usual, throwing away results like that. But Burnley. You're only 4 points off it. You've got 8 games. I tell you what, you've got something to fight for at least.
We've got to. I think we're definitely still in it. I mean, there's 25 points to play for. We're home to Wolves midweek, and then we've got Brighton, we've got Forest, we've got Everton. We're definitely. I wouldn't have. At the start of January, there's no way I would have believed it, but we're definitely in there. And obviously, maybe some more deductions for Everton and for Forest, maybe.
Well, don't know, do we? I mean, it's a joke. Yeah, I don't know. Who's going to get a deduction next? But yeah, look, still in it, still in the hunt. What did you make of Chelsea? I thought they were terrible.
Yeah, I was a bit underwhelmed by them. Apart from Cole Palmer, I think he's brilliant.
Oh, he's so good.
He really just pulls it together for them. And they they just kept getting there and breaking the lines, but just no end product. And obviously, like I said, Muic was a little bit to help with that, but just in general, yeah, a little bit underwhelming from Chelsea, but we'll take it. I'll take a point now at Stamford Bridge any day of the week.
Yeah, all day. Side top man. We've got to hear from Burnley assistant manager Craig Bellamy now. He's been speaking to talkSPORT's Ollie Klink about today's draw at Stamford Bridge.
Would we like a certain way of possession? Of course, maybe. But today, the resilience of defending, but working together, the unselfishness of players being able to sacrifice themselves for the team, blocks. There's such an art to it, but there's such a pride that comes from that. And, and as a manager being a centre-back, me, not so much. My forward-thinking head wouldn't like to be in many of those positions, but the players done something I couldn't quite probably do for them today. But as a manager and how he sees the game as well at times, and I know the love of defending he has, he's more than over the moon with it.
It was a great start in the first half. Did you feel as if it was going to be one of those days when that red card decision was made and Vince and company obviously absolutely furious with the decision?
Maybe, but I have to be honest, it's not, with me coming talking to you, it was clear obviously because our manager had a red card. It's not really my position to be talking about the Reds. That's up to the manager. He's commander-in-chief of our football club. It really isn't my call.
Yeah, I mean, they'll all be sitting in that dressing room saying, how have we, one, lost a player and two, lost a manager? You're getting sent off for the most ridiculous decision. It was never ever a penalty. Ever.
You know what's crazy? There's been so many entertaining games. I still can't get that out of my head. When the team's fighting for their lives, they're at Stamford Bridge against some superstar players, World Cup winners, and you want a fair go at and playing Chelsea away, and you get a red card for that. He taps him on his shoulder. He doesn't pull his shoulder back.
No, nothing.
Like, come on, VAR. Who are these VAR officials? Do you know what I mean?
They're terrible, mate.
Definitely played rugby or something, like football, or not even watch football. Like, come on.
Yeah, no, they are absolutely shocking. We can have your say on that. I want to hear from Chelsea fans as well. Pochettino, is he becoming a bit of a myth?
Oh wow.
Some of his, you wanted to dig him out for his what was it? His stats, but we hold it, that Gabs, because you want to do a whole section on this. He's got his stats out, and he's going to go into Pochettino, so make sure you stay for that. But let's get back up. Let's get to Villa Park. Watching Villa v Wolves is Ian Stringer.
We're in the 15th minute, and Gabby, I heard that outtake of breath as Aït-Nouri is 6 yards out for Wolves, and he's just got to beat Martinez. He doesn't. Emi Martinez, in fair to him, stands up brilliantly, looks across to the linesman as if to say, dig me out here, Lino, tell me I was offside or something. Linesman did not. Aït-Nouri, the best chance of the game seconds ago. Villa have had the ball in the back of the net. Diaby into Watkins. Watkins dinked it, keeper saved it, follow-up went in, but the offside flag was up. 50-50 in terms of possession. Wolves with their third corner of the game. I'll say this though, Gab, the 18-year-old kid up front for Wolves, Chiwame, he looks decent, doesn't he? I don't think you'd have an opinion on that. Villa 0, Wolves 0.
Yeah, massive game that. We'll get back up to that whenever something happens. We're going to take loads of calls today, so you want to come on and have your say. Big things happening in the Premier League, and we want to hear from you. 03 717 223344.